Hi, this is Karthik from wpalgorithm.com, and in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use ACF flexible content field so you can enter data such as this one. So it basically has two types of layouts. One layout is to add details and one layout is to add gallery. You can see I have a couple of galleries on this and three sets of details layouts. Once you enter the data, with the help of Elementor and dynamic content plugin, you can display them in this neat little format without writing a single piece of code. You can see that the details layout turned into a table, right? These are all populated dynamically. So as many rows, it will create as many rows of tables as you want. And each of the gallery layout becomes an individual gallery in this post. And this all happens for every post that you compose using ACF flexible content field. So this is all dynamic. Let's go ahead and see how it's done. This video is sponsored by the folks behind Dynamic Content Plugin. A special shout out to my friend Giovanni from Dynamic. You need three things for this video, like I said. The first is Advanced Custom Fields Pro so that you have the ACF flexible layout field. Second, Elementor, free version is good enough. And third, obviously, the Dynamic Content plugin for Elementor. Links to everything will be in the description. Let's go ahead and see how it's done. Let's start by creating our field group. I'll click on the Advanced Custom Fields dashboard entry, click on field groups, and I'll just click on add new, and I'll just call it flexible field, or I'll just call it ACF flex. You can call it anything you want. I'll just click on add field, and the field that I really want to add, you can add other fields as well or use this field in any of your other field groups, but I'm going to call it flex simply so that it stands for flexible content field. I'll click on the field type, scroll down, and here we have flexible content. I'll just click on flexible content. Now it asks us to give a label for our layout, or you can call the first layout details, right? So this is the first set of blocks that you'll have. You can choose either you want it as a table to be presented as a table, block, or a row. It doesn't matter. It's just a way to enter the data. So for the first layout, you can choose minimum and maximum. I'll just leave it as is. So I'll have three fields within details block. The first one is name, and it's a text field. And the second field, I'll just have age, and I'll change this to a number. And the third field, I'll have another number called salary. And again, this, maybe I can have a range, or I'll just simply have a number, right? So that's great. So three fields within our first layout, which is the details block. Now I'll add another layout. Since this is a flexible content field, you can choose as many layouts as you want. You just need to hover over to the left, and under layout, you can see a add new button. Click on that. And this time I'll add images, right? And let it be block. You can also choose table or row. I'll just let it be block. Within this second layout, I just want the set of images. So I'll call them images. And the field type, I want gallery. Again, gallery is a part of Advanced Custom Fields Pro version. So just choose gallery from here. So the first layout will basically have details, and each of the block can enter name, age, and salary. You can have as many blocks as you want. And the second layout will have gallery field. So you can add as many galleries as you want, right? And you can choose the position. I'll just limit the post type to post. If you have a custom post, just select it from the drop down menu, and rest all I'll leave as is, and I'll hit publish. So our flex field group is published. You'll need the name when you add or when you create templates using Dynamic Content plugin. Now that we've created, let's go ahead and see how we actually see the post. So I'll call it flex demo. This is a post I'm composing, and I'll set a featured image, maybe something. You can see that the ACF flex field, which is at the bottom, which is minimized. You can click this to open it up. I'll just click on add row, and it presents us with two options. So first option is a details layout, And the second option is to add images. You can pick anything as you want on the go. I'll pick details. So first I'll enter a name. I'll enter age. I'll enter salary, maybe $10,000. So 10,000. I'll duplicate this. I'll leave it as is. Now I'll add another layout. This time an images layout, which is essentially a gallery field. So within this layout, we just have a gallery field and it shows add to gallery. I'll click on this, pick my images. I'll pick maybe 4 to 5 images and I'll click select. I'll add another gallery, click on images again, click on add to gallery, and let's pick some of the natural ones here, right? We'll click select. So we have 2 gallery layouts and 3 sets of details layouts, right? It doesn't matter how many you have or what you have. Simply hit publish. Now you cannot see these fields in your post because you didn't define a layout for this. So you have to create a theme template either by using Elementor Pro, but in our case, we'll be designing a template using Dynamic Content Plugins template system. But before we do that, we need a couple of things. Also, while designing a template for your ACF flexible content field, keep the field group open, right? Click on the field group, click on edit and keep this open. Again, click on edit on the flexible content field. You need the names of each of the fields, individual fields that you have within your flexible content field. So you need this, the name field that you see on the center of each of the layout blocks. So this is what will fetch us the data dynamically. So first thing, since we have 2 layouts, we need to design 2 templates to display them without writing code. So one layout, you can select page or section, it doesn't matter. I'll just select page and I'll call it. I'll click on create template. It will take us to the Elementor interface. I'll just click on the settings gear icon onto the bottom left. Click on Elementor full width. It doesn't matter what you pick here. Now I want all the detail fields, right? So the detail fields are name, age and salary. I want them in the form of a table, right? So you can simply create a section. Since there are 3 fields, create 3 columns, and within each column I'm gonna add heading, and you don't have to type anything. Click on the dynamic tag, scroll down, click on token again, and you just need to enter the token within square braces ACF colon the name of the field that you want to retrieve. First I want to retrieve the name field and its name is name, right? So you just say ACF colon name. That will retrieve the name field dynamically. Similarly, I'll copy this widget and paste it here. And this time in my second column, I'll change the name token to the second token in our field, which is age, right? I just need to type age. So it's ACF colon age. You have to carefully see what is the name of the field and enter that properly. Only then you can retrieve these data dynamically. And within my third column, again, I'm gonna copy and paste this heading widget so it becomes easy for me. I'll click on token again, and instead of age, this time I need to type salary, right? So I'll remove age. Within square brackets, I just need to type ACF colon salary. So this will retrieve the data of the first layout, and that's the reason why we called it ACF Flex Details Layout Template. That's great. We have another layout, so we need to create another template, right? So again, I'll click on the WordPress dashboard, click on add new. It just needs to be a page or a section template. Don't create any other templates too complicated. This time we'll call it ACF Flex Gallery Template so that we can display the gallery fields, right? And designing this is simple. Since we're essentially trying to retrieve the gallery field, simply type gallery in this, and there's an ACF gallery dynamic widget, right? you can see that from here. When you hover over it, you can see the dynamic logo. Click and drag that. Once you drag that, click on this, type the name of the gallery, and it's this one, right? So pick images. Again, the gallery field's name is images. So type that, you'll find the gallery in here. Pick that, and you can choose the skin for the layout. I'll pick diamond for now. Let's see how it's gonna look like. And you can choose the image size. Maybe I'll pick medium, lightbox and other stuff, but I'll just leave this gallery template like this. I'll hit publish now. Now we have a template for our first layout, which is the details layout. We have a template for our second layout. Now is the time to design a theme template using dynamic content plugin. So hover over the dynamic content plugins dashboard entry, and there's something called template system. Click on that, and if it's disabled like this, click on enable, click on posts, and you don't see anything in here. So you need to design a template. Again, hover over templates, click on add new, create a new template, and we'll call it single page flex template. And this will be the design used whenever you create a new page. I'll click on create template. And remember, while using dynamic contents template system, always design using dynamic content plugins widgets. That way it works more consistently, right? So this is a single page layout. I'll use one of the Elementor templates to speed things up. I'll click on blocks. I'll click on insert. We just need to replace Elementor widgets with dynamic content plugins widget so that it works properly, right? Since I've used dynamic content plugin theme system, I need to use all of the dynamic content plugins widgets so that it works. Otherwise, it's gonna get messed up like this. So the first thing I'll delete is the post content widget of Elementor. I'll delete the navigation widget as well. Use dynamic content's own widget so that this works properly and without any problem. If it's a dynamic widget, especially if those are templates like this, you can leave them as is. You can leave the share button as is. We don't have post excerpt. We're not bothered about it. So I'll remove that. And this is featured image, again supplied by Elementor Pro. So I'm going to delete all those which are supplied by Elementor Pro. Even the page title. These are the widgets of dynamic content plugin. The first, I need title. So this is the post title, right? And then I'll have the content after this spacer. So I'll click here and scroll down. I'll also have featured image in here right next to the title. I'll have a medium sized one and align it onto the center. This design, you can speed things up. You can forward this video if you know how to do it. I'll use the post content widget, so of dynamic content plugin right below this. So there goes our content. You can pick all the different options you want, but I'm happy with the normal thing. And finally, we've designed our post, and we also want to display our flexible content field data. So that means you need to include those templates as well. So search for ACF flexible or search for ACF, and there's something called ACF flexible content widget. Just click and drag that. Click the field, and the flexible content field's name is flex, right? So just type the name and you'll see ACF flex field. Within any other field group, if you have a different name for your flexible content field, type that name. Since I have given the name of flex, I'll type that. I'll pick the field, and I want to retrieve it from the current post. Since this is a single post template, every time we create a new post, this is the design that will be applied. I'll click on add item. Since it's a flexible content field, there are different layouts, right? The first layout has details and the second layout is gallery. So you need to pick the exact thing. In item 1, I'll pick details, search for them, click on details, and we've created a template for details, right? So you can use HTML and tokens, but it's easier to use templates. Click on templates, and the template that we designed for details is ACF Flex Details template, right? So whatever name you've given for that. Now I'll use another item. So this time, this design is for our gallery field or images layout, right? And the name of the template, again, it's ACF Flex Gallery template, right? It's this one. Pick these. You may not see it yet because we have not added anything yet, or while designing it, you may not see it. Hit publish. Let's go and compose a new post. And I'll refresh this page. And first, you have to enable it in the dynamic content plugins template system. Again, click on enable, click on posts, and select full width or default or whatever you want. I'll select full width. I'm going to select this template that we created for the new post, right? It should be called post, but we called it page. Anyway, I'll hit save. So that template will be applied whenever you create a new post. I'll click on add new. We'll see if it works. I'll add a featured image, maybe this one, to the post. Let's add some flexible content fields. I'll add a couple of gallery fields. Click on images. That's the first gallery. Again, click on add row, click on images. Let's add another gallery, this time of some landscapes and stuff. Click on select. Now we're happy with it. I'll click on publish. Now the post is live, and I'll just click on view post. This is the post that we just composed, right? It's the flex testing post. It has all the things that we specified. The post content is some lorem ipsum. And here's the data that I just entered, right? So the first flexible content layout is displayed in this format, and the second flexible content is displayed in this format. You can spice things a little bit. You can maybe add a heading for the gallery, for each of the gallery. So this will be displayed for each of the gallery. I can call it stock images, right? So if you change each of the individual templates, that will be reflected in the flex template, right? Since I just have two layouts, I just need to create two templates for the flexible fields. Let's say you have four flexible layouts or four layouts for your flexible field. You have to create four templates and include all of them. Now that we've changed the gallery flex template, it will be applied to each of the galleries. So I'll reload this post. And just like that, that heading is added to each of the gallery. I need to add some margin padding and stuff. And how can you turn this into a table? Well, simply add a border for the column, right? So I'll just click on this, go to style, go to border. Let's select solid, width maybe 1 pixel, and color maybe some light color, like that. I'll copy this column's style into and paste it into the second column. Again, click on the third column and paste style. So that will have all the border values. I'll update this details layout template. Now, if we refresh this page, we should see the columns with borders, just like that. So we didn't actually code a table. We just used Elementor's normal columns, and we just added borders, and it looks like a table. And the gallery looks like this. You can add some margin for the gallery, and these two will be properly separated, but you can achieve any layout you want. Again, quick recap. So first, create your flexible content field, and once you create the field, for each of the layout in the field, create a template. Since I have two layouts, one layout is for gallery field and another template is for the details layout, right? So I've created two templates. Once you've created templates, go to dynamic content plugins theme template system. And while creating your template, you just need to add ACF flexible content widget. And within the widget, you need to first pick the flexible content field itself. And the source is always the current post, right? And based on the number of layouts that you have within your flexible content. Since I have two, I'll pick two. If you have four, you'll pick four here. If you have five, you'll pick five. Or if you want to design different layouts for or different designs for the same layout, maybe let's say you can display name and age in one template and you can display salary in another template. You can also do that. So you can have multiple templates for that as well. It's all up to you. You can use this as you want, but usually it's good to have one template for one layout each in the flexible content field. Hopefully this made sense, and it's really powerful. I don't think any other plugin has this feature or any other widget has this feature. This video is again sponsored by Dynamic Content Plugin. Special shout out to them. And there are more videos like this in Dynamic Content Plugin playlist. Check them out. I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.